What's up guys, Christian here from CK Wraps. So today we're going to do the front bumper on this Lexus IS350. Not as crazy as it looks. It's extremely aggressive in its details, but really it's not all that bad. You don't even have to wrap this entire middle section here. You just have this thin sliver right along the bottom. Super easy. If you're really struggling with something like this, you could do a seam somewhere here and here and do a piece in the middle. You could always put black in the middle too to kind of break it up a little bit. That'd be kind of cool because the whole grille is black. So what I've done here is I've removed this light and removed that bezel cover or whatever it is. We've removed the entire bumper to make sure that we can get these things off, and cleaned all the edges really nicely, blown away all the contaminants using a compressor, and I've also masked off the chrome trim in the center with this ugly green tape, which will help make sure that the vinyl doesn't stick to this edge, and we can tuck it in really nicely to make sure we get full coverage. I've also done an inlay in here and the same thing on the other side. It's very minor, but it's something that you'll probably need on a bumper like this because this edge is so deep and sharp of a recess that you're probably going to have failure in this point. What the customer also requested is that I do this bottom sliver here in gloss black to match some of the accents on the car. We've also already wrapped the mirrors and door handles in gloss black. The roof is going gloss black as well as a small piece on the back of the car, which is already done. Anyways, we're gonna get to it here. So I'm gonna show you how to go about doing this. We're using Vivid's Premium Plus Matte Nardo Gray, and let's get to it. So what I've done here is I've prepped the surface using isopropyl alcohol. I use 70%. You don't really want to use more than that. You don't really want to use less than that. You want to make sure that you're you're able to wipe away all the wax and grease and contaminants that might be on the bumper itself. Just gonna tuck this little cord away. All right. So I don't have the car elevated. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's pretty easy actually. So I'm just going to keep it like this. I've mounted it with a few screws on the top, so it's not going anywhere. It might move a little bit, but it's not actually going to come off the car. So let's get this in its position. So we'll use our magnets to get this where we need it. So let's get the backing off. We're not going to cut out the center. Now you might be wondering why I haven't cut out the center piece to kind of save that piece. I'm going to explain why in a second. So as I peel off the vinyl and I go to glass the vinyl, it's important to have this as one piece all the way through because it keeps everything uniform when you go to glass out these sides right here, which we're going to be wrapping. And I do apologize if it gets a little noisy in here. I have been using this shop courtesy of Concept Auto Salon over in Thornhill. These guys do window tinting, ceramic coating, the works, powder coating, all that kind of wicked stuff that I don't do. So they've been courtesy. They've been gracious enough to let me use their shop. All right, I've got a ton of extra film on the end here. Just gonna see where we lay. Okay, cool. Bottom looks good. Don't think I need to come down any further. And we're just we're gonna glass this out a little bit. And I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna bring it down slightly. Okay, that's just me glassing it ever so slightly. Don't worry about that corner touching the ground. We're cutting that right off. I'm going to cut off the excess film on this side. Just got too much. And if you have too much excess film, it just gets in the way, right? So make sure I threw the magnets down there. Okay, we're good. Now, if you guys are looking to buy some wrap for your car, shoot us an email, info@ckwrapsmiami.com. We can take care of you. We got everything that Vivid offers, all the tools, all the wraps, a lot of stuff that's sometimes not even on their website. We can get for you. So just let us know. Save 20% on your order, on your entire purchase, and if you spend more than $1,500, we'll give you an extra discount. All right. But yeah, they have heat guns, wrap gloves, magnets, blades, everything. So I've kind of got this right here where I want it. I'm just going to check it out. I want to make sure we're tight across here mainly, all right? Because I don't want to have too much slack here. And then, this is just a small sliver, so not that big of a deal if we do have to stretch a little bit of it. But we're fine. I'm going to take my heat gun now, and I'm going to start applying heat to blast this up. Sorry about all the noise. It's you know, this is they do car detailing here, polishing, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to get a little loud. Okay, so we're here. I'm going to start applying some heat. And I can also use the heat to get out any of the creases caused by me unrolling this or unraveling it. Let's see where we're at. All right. All right. We'll just do a bit at a time. Gonna see how she sits. I have to come a lot more across this way. What I can do is I can iron this out right now. Now, if you have someone to help you, it makes a big difference. Because then you don't have to deal with these wrinkles running horizontal. Because that person will just pull up and down while you pull across. All right, so I'm just going to lock that in right there. I'm going to shrink this back because I stretched it out just now. Lock that in a little bit. All right. So when you're doing a bumper, just take your time. You know, remember that this is an intricate part of the car, and it's a very large piece that you don't want to waste. There's no rush. So what I'm going to do here, because I have wrinkles running up horizontally right now, I'm going to add a touch of heat and bring it all up. We don't want to heat the matte film too much because it'll actually cause it to get shiny. Get my squeegee out, it'll be easier. And you don't want to squeegee over too many wrinkles. Some wrinkles are okay, but you kind of want the film to be fairly smooth before you take a squeegee to it. All right, like that. Screw that up right there. So this is kind of a pain because I have to go at it from this way here. Now, if I didn't have the grill here where I could cut this out and deal with this wrinkle that I just caused here with my squeegee, then I would peel the whole piece back, heat it up, reset it, and then do it all again. But I might just finish blasting the rest of this out and then tackle this from the opposite side, from this side here. I can pop the film out a little bit easier without putting my hand totally behind all this film right here. Let me just peel this back. We're going to add more heat because we have wrinkles running the wrong direction right now. What I can do on getting that up is, instead of adding more heat to this area here, we can squeegee some of it and keep it nice and relaxed. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of heat across the top and the bottom and the middle, so we got to make sure we're heating consistently. You can see all the extra slack I have here in the middle right now. stretch is going to have to come across from the top. See, you can see as I'm heating the top, the middle's starting to come. So as I heat the bottom, that will start to help it come along as well. All right. Okay. Just gonna lock that in. Let me even more stretch now across here. Can't talk properly with the chain on top. Okay. Call it right there. Reset it. I'm going to pull a little bit from the bottom here, and I'm going to read these wrinkles. I'm going to watch them as I'm pulling, because I want them to run a certain way. I want them to run across so I can pull up, just like that. We're going to lock it in. All right, here, it's not a problem because I've stretched across. If as soon as I add some heat here, this should all shrink back, which is actually great for integrity purposes. It's going to last a long time. So I'll deal with that right now. So guys, one thing that I love about this film is that I can heat it, reposition it as many times as I want, and there's no glue lines. Zero. Like, the finish is so smooth. It's unreal. And I just did a Maserati in 3M, and you know, the finish isn't as smooth as this. This is just beautiful. It looks like silk. So that is the light area right there. Kind of comes up to a point over there. And we'll make sure we have full coverage. As you can see, I'm not pulling it yet. I'm just going to pull it taut so I can squeeze it out really nicely. Pull from this side. Let's get that out of there. Now I know I did a video yesterday, knifeless tape on the window trim and how to do a chrome pleat with that. I know the audio didn't work, so a bunch of people started messaging me. So I'm going to do another one today with audio. I figured it's a little bit better than narrating the whole thing. And just so everyone stops wondering, this is a new camera. So hopefully there's not too many more complaints about the quality of the videos. I was doing it with just my phone for a long time. Okay, so we're not going to stretch too much. But I am going to do a relief cut here. Okay, that's going to fall in now. Perfect. All the way up to that top edge. So if I heat this right now, we shouldn't have any pullback, okay? So there's no pullback at all. It's perfect. I'm going to finish squeezing out some of these wrinkles so we can have a nice smooth cut afterwards. But yes, your vinyl should never pull back, guys. But if your vinyl's pulling back, and always test it. If it's pulling back before you cut it, you're going to have issues with it, all right? let's get this bottom section over here. All right, let's cut off. I'm gonna cut off some of this film. I got a ton of excess film that's just getting in my way. So what this does is allow me to bring my hands a little bit closer to where you want them. I'm gonna have an awkward angle. There we go. So I'm gonna just keep a little tension on it, but I'm not gonna stretch it yet. If it wants to pull back, I want it to pull back before I do any stretching. I'm gonna lift this up actually. So here's another technique here. I'll lift this up and then warm it up. It shrunk back a little bit, so now I can take it and blast everything out all at once. Now I got rid of this, I eliminated that wrinkle right here. That was causing a problem right over here. Blast that out right here. All right. Okay. So I heat that up and it kind of just shrinks under a little bit, and I'm going to assist it a little bit more. Spreading the wrinkles out as nicely as I can. Okay. So we're at the bottom here. Everything looks great. We gotta take care of this bit right here. So now is the point where I can actually cut this. And you want to be careful. I did mask off this piece here, and I know there's a gap here. So if I just go very carefully, I'm going to push hard. I'm just trying to open this up so we can have access to this wrinkle right here. Go down a little further. All right. Now what I want to do is pop it out on this side. All right. I'm going to add a touch of heat to reset it. There we go. And that part's good to go. So I'm going to put my wrap glove on because I don't want that to happen again. That's usually a case of the squeegee dragging or your hand sticking or something like that, you know. So we just want to make sure that we're not sticking to the film as we're squeegeeing it. And sometimes that happens when you add heat, it gets a little bit more sticky. That's with a lot of films, with any film really. Just on the surface. It happens more with gloss than it does with matte. So I already know there's a little hole here. I know that this black plastic insert here is going to be like right along this edge. I'm going to start stretching in from the top first. And we're almost there. So it's ending, there's a hole, there's a rivet there. I know I don't need to go much further, and that's the end of it basically right there. so it won't stick anymore. So we're in a pocket. So what I can do here is, I know that I'm at the edge right here, and we put a little bit of a relief cut. The knife right here, a bit of a relief cut right about here. That'll help with any tension I have right now. There's the very edge of it. And there's the top edge there. I can feel that with my finger. So if while you're heating, the film gets shiny, that means you've overstretched it. And that's a guaranteed sure sign that you've overstretched your film. Relief cut again, finish that off there, finish that off. And there's all these holes here, and underneath as well for the plastic trim that goes here. We're just going to cut in this gap here really nicely, very carefully. Alright there, my friends, is how we do this bumper. The rest of the other side I'm going to do right now, if you want to stay tuned to see the entire outcome of this. But yeah, I'll move over. If not, that's how you do it. Very straightforward, very easy. I still have to cut this out, so maybe you want to stay tuned and watch the rest. So I'm going to go over to the other side, glass it out, and get it going right now. And I also just want to finish up this a little bit right over on this side. You'll notice I added these just so I can reset it and make sure that there isn't any stretch on the end. I don't want any stretch. I can't stress this enough, guys. No stretch on these ends. It's pretty much the only time it will fail. You can clean this off. Just use the back side of my blade on the inner lip of this bumper. Finish it off with heat. Excellent. If I get it around the back side, it'll just shrink itself. Cool. Cool. Starting to look like something. So let me move over here. You can see that now. Make some room. Perfect. Let's take care of this. I'm going to draw the film back to about halfway. Just make sure I'm not going to come past halfway, so I'm going to stick it to the bumper. It might sound like I'm pulling this hard, guys, but I'm not. I have like 2 fingers on it, so it's really not as... It sounds a lot worse than it is. Heat it up and get all these wrinkles that I have in it out. Also allow me to stretch it. So keep everything uniform. All right. Just read the wrinkles as you're pulling it. Sorry, that's what I'm talking about as far as the noise goes. But you can see that I came out a little bit better this time on this side. I don't have too many wrinkles. I don't have much to pull up. Just a little bit from here. So that I can take care of right there. I can actually feed the vinyl this way now, if I want to. Because I don't have anything to wrap over here. Nothing to wrap on this top side, so I can actually draw the film out that way if I need to. Advantage doing a bumper like this. The video stopped. Alright, so that sounds a lovely power washer going on. You heard that? I'm not sure if that was in the video or not. Just take care of that. We're going to need to fix it up a little bit down here. Just a slight pull, and that's done. I'm gonna add a little bit of heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of heat just to get it around here really nicely, so it's a little bit tight underneath the bumper. That's where you want it to be tight, like you want it to kind of hook itself underneath. Alright guys, sorry about the noise. It's a little noisy in here like I mentioned, but we're going to get it done. So I've trimmed off the bottom section. Still have the grill to do, and then this little light area here. This little light area is not that bad. What I'm going to do is kind of feel the back a little bit. I know that the light comes very flush with this, so I'm not too concerned about having complete coverage. Will cover either way. So let's see what we have here. Alright, cool, there's the bottom edge. And the reason why I'm cutting this top piece first here is because this is going to alleviate a lot of tension right now. Right, on this lower section here. I'm mainly just checking for any pullback, it's fine. There's no issues. Over here, I want to find my inlay. Do something like that, cut somewhere in the middle. Tuck in what we can. Finish off this corner really nice. A little wrinkle there. There I can see my inlay. So what I want to do is trim this right on that inlay. So it should just fall, this should just fall down into its place. And it is. It's just falling down right into this recess here. Like I said, we're going to be doing this gloss black anyways, but I decided to wrap it anyways. Because you can do wrap over wrap, it's not a problem. Cut off any excess here. Very carefully. the back of my blade and trim off any of this excess I have right here. So it looks nice and clean. We have amazing finish on this. And now I'm going to do the grill. Alright? So let's be careful. I did mask it off, but I still want to be careful. I'm not going to quite cut all of it away right now. I'm going to cut out a big chunk. See where we're at. Cool. So, let's get some of this squeezed in. I'm going to use a little bit of heat. Make sure everything's relaxed. And kind of come around it. Now the grill does sit super tight, so there isn't a lot of room. That's a relief cut, so that I can take this and push it in a little bit better. Come a little bit closer now. All right. Once we're done pushing the film in, kind of like to the extent that it'll go. So push the film in to the extent that it'll go in, then we just take our blade and run it in the recess. What will actually work better is the 3M gold squeegee. I'm so used to using the blue one all the time, I'm just kind of lazy sometimes, but this will work a little bit better. It's a little bit more rigid. This blue one wears down pretty easy and it's just really flimsy compared to this one. So again, I'm going to get to the corner here, filthy. Go to the corner here, add a little bit of heat and just round it all off. Again, making sure there's no tension on it. Cool. All right. Let's cut this. We're going to be as careful as we can, all right?
Yeah.
now that we've done that, we're gonna go over it, make sure everything's nice and tucked. It has super sharp lines. The only bit that I haven't done yet is the light and then the little plastic cover on the other side. But I'm gonna let you guys have a look at this. So, give me 1 second here. All right. So just this side here I haven't done yet, but that'll be exactly the same as this side. See how smooth this finishes? It's amazing. You guys can see all that. Make sure the corners are nice and tight and everything looks good. Alright guys, so this was my video on how to wrap a front bumper on a Lexus IS350. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I've got more videos on the way. Like I said, product demonstration, what's good, what's not, different tools to use, what works, what doesn't. So yeah, hope you enjoy guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.